God may not be seen by you, but at least you can understand and realize that there is a nice feeling in and around you. That means the presence of God you can feel inside you. Why? Because you are mentally active, there is a lot of clarity in your brain, and there is a lot of clarity in your body, physical activity in your body, and that activity leads to your kind of a realization. Physically you become active, and that physical activity is called as Kundalini. So Kundalini, you invoke Kundalini, spiritual activity along with physical activity, Hatha Yoga, Pranayama, Hatha Yoga, one physical activity, simple asana. Once you start doing it, physically you become active, mentally you become active. What more do you want? So let us do it. Let us do it. Once you do it, then you will understand you become filled with energy. You become energetic. Once you become energetic, automatically the whole of your body, including your brains, it will be fantastic. Then you are pumping in oxygenated blood to your brains. And when you have that right kind of a physical food, along with mental activity, oxygenated blood, then you will find fantastically okay. What more do you want? Then you have a long, healthy, robust and active life. What more do you want? So let us start an activity. Let us start doing this Kundalini mantra. Okay? ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ then we will re-energize and reactivate our chakras, re-energize our body, and more so, let us re-energize our brain cells with this kind of an activity. Okay? Good. In the first instance, relax.
Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Om Hamsa
All of us have assembled here for the Guru Purnima celebrations. And you see that Puja Guruji has guided us towards the Kundalini Kriya. That is mainly because the Guru believes that we should become independent, tap all our inner powers, starting from our brain. Puja Guruji always says our soul is the storehouse of energy and all the powers which the universe has. However, because of our limited thinking, logic, our mind, our subconscious mind, our past life vasanas or tendencies, all these factors block the inner powers within us. Today's Kundalini Kriya, which consists of the Bija mantras of each of the chakras, Om, Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om, Ham, Sa. This recitation in this particular way, what Puja Guruji guided through the audio, if we are able to do it, at least one cycle of 20 minutes, we will slowly start feeling our inner powers getting unlocked. All of us have a lot of questions. Generally, our mind is a questioning mind. We want to get answers for a lot of things. We are trained to think in a particular way. That is how Puja Guruji, in fact, started today's satsang. Guruji told how in the Laukika way, in the materialistic way, there is some kind of wisdom. And in the spiritual way, there is again a certain wisdom. But finally, everything is locked in the soul. We just have to uncover the soul, that is discover. And that is possible through the Kundalini Kriya. Instead of gossiping, instead of cribbing that we are getting bored, instead of actually just looking for entertainment, if we are able to look inwards through the Kriya, we will start feeling that intuition flowing from within us. This comes from our soul and the right hand side of the brain. Puja Guruji always says, you people call me and ask for guidance. How is it that I know which you don't know yet? Both of us are the creation of the Divine Mother herself. Both of us have the same body. Both of us have eyes, legs, stomach, the same digestive system. Everything is the same. The age may be different, but still, how is it that I know and you don't? It's because of years and years of sadhana. In fact, Guruji always says, don't think that from being a simple engineer, I just went to the temple and the Divine Mother revealed herself to me just like that. No. It has taken me several janmas or lifetimes of sadhana to get there. And even to reach the temple of the Divine Mother, Puja Guruji had to undergo a lot of struggle and a lot of trials. And then finally she revealed herself. So any kind of a spiritual experience comes with a lot of effort and consistent effort. That is called as sadhana. And the Guru is here to guide us to sadhana. You see, as years are progressing, we are going more towards, from the ritualistic mode of worshipping the Guru during the Guru Purnima, we are now going towards tapping our own inner power. Earlier we would do the Guru Pada Puja, we would do the Aarti, we would do a lot of like a ritualistic way of looking at the Guru from the external form. Now Guruji wants us to crystallize the Guru in our heart, do all of this through meditation, and then be connected to the Guru all the time. That's when we will start receiving guidance on a day-to-day basis through our breath. Guruji just mentioned today that breath is the key. With every breath, 21,600 times we breathe every day is what Puja Guruji says. So with every breath we should be able to intuit wisdom. In fact, Guruji always tells all of us disciples that if somebody just happens to just touch you or rub shoulders with you, you should ooze wisdom. If somebody is just tapping on your shoulder, you should ooze wisdom. You breathe, you ooze wisdom. That's how it should be. That's why Guruji said get into mental activities which are going to actually massage your brain rather than get you into the state of worry. Because worrying really clouds your thinking and it also clouds the intuition. And the decisions we take at that time are always wrong, we regret later. So today's Kundalini Kriya, Satsang, the prelude to that, everything just tells us that it's time for us to become empowered. In fact, Guruji always says, you may get enlightened or not in this lifetime, it's purely the mercy and the grace of the Divine Mother. But getting empowered is in your hands. Because you have a Guru guiding you, you just have to implicitly follow. That is all you need to do. And then automatically you will be in the state of empowerment. And this empowerment is always both bhukti and mukti. It's never like you have to forsake the world and be under a banyan tree. Guruji does not even advocate that. Just like how Guruji lives in this house, Guruji leads a normal life, Guruji eats like us, Guruji goes out, everything is normal. Just that Guruji's approach to life is a very empowered state. Empowered approach and an enlightened approach. That is practical spirituality, and that is what Guruji is telling us to. Just get yourself, just introduce the power, what is there. Just get introduced to the power what you have within you. And then you see whatever you touch will become that empowered thing, because you're going to influence the whole world also into that. People who come in contact with you also will be influenced. Naturally, like how we are all influenced by the Guru's grace. Now that is what is expected, and why Puja Guruji today said, no, let us all do the Kriya. Let us just dust our minds. Let us try to uncover the power of our soul. Let us give our brain a nice, good massage. Not a head massage. This is a brain massage. So basically, Guruji has said that we have to today tap the power of our brain. There is so much that we don't know about ourselves. It's not about studying for X number of hours a day. It's not about trying to remember things. It's not about making notes. In fact, many satsangs, when we are trying to we're so used to writing notes. So when Guruji talks, we just go on writing. Guruji says, just drop the pen, drop the book, listen, absorb, assimilate, and contemplate. In fact, Guruji gives Guru Gita shlokas to disciples and devotees and says, you contemplate on the same shloka every day. No need to chant 182 shlokas. Just contemplate on one. Every day you will get a new dimension. Or with every breath you will get a new dimension. In Kannada we say gamana. We should have that gamana. Attention is still a very shallow word, I would say. Awareness would be deeper. So that gamana on that shloka, with that lens, if we just view the world and our activities, automatically we will see that, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. That is that enlightened wisdom which we are going to get through the shloka. So we have to, with years progressing, there is no point in telling, I've been coming to ashram for 18 years, I'm a disciple for the last 15 years, I'm doing so much sadhana, all that number of hours, there's no point in doing all that. Unless and until we ourselves know, we have seen the wisdom side of us. We have seen the empowered side of us. That's the most important thing. And Kundalini Kriya will help us, because each of the chakras is a storehouse of energy. We just unlock it and we start feeling the power of those chakras flowing through us. That's what Puja Guruji said, through the central nervous system. We start feeling energized, empowered. Even the physical health aspect will be set right. mentally we'll be agile. It's a total empowerment actually. It's just not about body or just not the mind, just not the brain. It's the entire being. Our entire being is going to be empowered. And from this Guru Purnima, like Guruji always asks, what is the difference between you from the previous Sunday satsang to this satsang? Guruji says, have you asked yourself, how different are you this Sunday from the previous Sunday? You've heard both the satsangs. So that kind of mental listing that we need to do, that is the mental exercise we need to do. How are we different? How are we transformed? So from this Guru Purnima to next Guru Purnima, how are we transformed with the Kundalini Kriya? That is something that we need to contemplate on. And as and when we are doing the Kriya automatically, that is also going to happen, and I'm sure confidently we can list what is the difference. And here the difference is basically transformation. Om Jai Mata, Om Jai Gurudeva.
90 shloka you can recite. Get a Guru Gita book.
Nityam Shuddham Nirabhasam Nirakaram Niranjanam Nityabodham Chidanandam Gurum Brahma Namamyaham. Nitya Shuddha Brahmarahita Nirakara Niranjana Nityabodha Chidananda Swarupa Parabrahma Shri Gurudevarige Namaskarisutene. This is basically the state of the Guru, total empowered and enlightened state. To be eternal, pure. Brahmarahita is to be without any illusion or delusion. Nirakara is because the Guru is formless. That's what Guru is saying. Just seek the Guru within you. Niranjana, without any taint. Without any taint. Nitya Bodha is basically whenever you seek the Guru, you have the guidance. That is Nitya Bodha. Chidananda Swarupa. Chidananda Swarupa is basically always in the state of eternal bliss. Parabrahma Shri Gurudevarige Namaskarisutene. Parabrahma is basically all forms of the Guru, all forms of divinity merge in the Guru. That is why Guru is known as Parabrahma. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. We know this shloka very well. Right from our schooling, all of us have learned this. And we might even recite it every day. The Parabrahma factor is the entire universal consciousness is condensed in the Guru, in the form of the Guru, in the Guru's energy. So here what Guru is saying is, or rather what Lord Shiva is telling all of us, is that when we do the Kundalini Kriya, when we tap the power within us, we are also going to attain the same state. That is the goal of the Guru, to make us come to this state, not call the Guru every time, ask for guidance, not depend. See, basically where there is dependency, there is no empowerment. We are weak. Guru is saying you become independent. In means going inward. So not just being independent from the egoistic point of view. But one thing is, Guruji says, one gamana, again all of us should always have, that we are what we are because of our Guru, our Guru's grace. That is the underlying factor. So whatever we are today, whatever we have achieved, is the grace of the Guru. And even when we attain this state, it will be with the grace of the Guru only. That humility should always be there. Then only we can actually be independent. So this particular shloka number 90 is to tell us what is the state of the Guru. And that is what we should also reflect. So every satsang, if you see, some satsangs, Guruji's expressions are very different. Some satsangs are very meditative. Some are even vociferous. So we wonder what happened. Actually, many people ask, Guruji's mood is okay or not okay, like that they'll ask. But Guruji always tells, I am reflecting what your inner state. So if your inner state is calm, then I will reflect that. If your inner state is turbulent, I will reflect that only. In fact, that is why every satsang, no matter what they gauge the mood to be, devotees end of the day say, I got my answers. I had so many questions in mind, but I got my answers. I didn't even ask, and in satsang Guruji just revealed everything. That is because Guruji is reflecting that. Very soon, we should also be in a position where we are reflecting this Nitya, Shuddha, Brahmarahita, Chidananda Swarupa, all these attributes, we should become that. Then it's a totally different thing. So it's a very blissful experience. So I have in fact I've been blessed to witness Puja Guruji's interaction with a lot of gurus, how they talk to each other, how they discuss about the leelas of the Divine Mother. It's amazing. That experience is like they become childlike and it's so blissful. They forget the whole world and they just share with each other how Devi is playing leelas and how they've seen the Divine Mother and all those things. It's very fascinating for our mind, but also very joyful for the heart. That is because that is what they are reflecting with each other. So if today we are all feeling that, that means we are getting closer to that feeling. Okay, we are reflecting some soothing, sattvic vibrations, so which is why we are also getting the same thing. So it's very important about how we vibrate every day with each other, with ourselves, how comfortable we are. And Kundalini Kriya will again take us to that state where we first become very comfortable with ourselves, and automatically people also will resonate. They will also correspond in the same way. Because first thing we will know is if things are okay or not is how people respond to us within the house. If there is any gharshane, we say, like conflicts. Is there any conflict or is there harmony? Guruji is saying when you get into that state of heightened awareness, you will get cosmic cooperation. In fact, if I am permitted, I want to share that Puja Guruji wears a particular ring. That ring was actually sent by post to Puja Guruji by the Divine Mother, but we don't know the sender physically yet. Guruji just received it. That is cosmic cooperation. Whatever you are supposed to receive at that particular time, you will receive. That is cosmic cooperation. You don't have to open your mouth and ask. Sometimes you might have to, but again you get a prompt from within what you should do, when you should ask, when you should not ask. All those things will get prompted. It's a very beautiful state. Just living with the Guru, spending few moments with the Guru, observing, absorbing, you learn so many things. That is that state of empowerment actually. We have to get there. So that is where, eventually when we're doing all these things, Om, Lam, Vam, Ram, we'll drop our logic. We'll know logic, where to draw the line, when to use the logic. And sometimes logic can be tragic. So all these things we ourselves will realize. And Guruji always says, go towards divine magic. So, that transition has to happen. That will happen with the Kundalini Kriya. We just have to that much time every day. Automatically it happens. In fact, when Puja Guruji conducted this Kriya some time ago, a few years ago, we saw that a lot of devotees had emotional outbursts, and like for example, some would just laugh. Like, you laugh just for no reason and you're just continuously laughing. It's like somebody else would think you're crazy. There's no joke being cracked, there's nothing funny and you're laughing. And I have also seen devotees weeping, profusely crying. And then they would ask, Guruji, what is happening to me when I'm doing this? Why am I behaving like this? There's no explanation to my behavior, it's kind of erratic. Puja Guruji told, that is the cleansing that is happening with the chakras. All the emotions which are locked are just getting open. So it's a process. It may happen, it may not happen. But you just have to experience that, and that will happen through this. And then the cleansing happens, they are fine. So, a lot of these kind of experiences we will get when we get into the Kundalini Kriya. You don't know with whom, how things work. Divinity works through every human being, every living being, non-living. So the thing is that's what is called as the cosmos, no? Everything is there together in the same thing. We are all bound by this universe and universal consciousness, and with the same energy we are going to get enlightened also. So let us just practice this Kriya from today, every day. Let us try to remember what all Puja Guruji told in the prelude, and all those exercises which Puja Guruji told us, like for our Guruji, can I say intellectual stimulation? If that is the word. So let us do all these kind of things. That will activate our brain cells to the extent we are able to use what is there. Guruji ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ತಮಾಷೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಕ್ಕಿಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ತುಕ್ಕಿಡಿಸ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರೈನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡೂ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್. Generally, that what happens in this world is intellectual pervertism. That's what Guruji says. Overuse of our intellect in the wrong way. Wicked way of using our intellect. That is basically going to tax our own being. So from that mode, we have to move to very sattvic mode, a mode of heightened awareness. When we read about Guruji's books, especially Wisdom Through the Eyes of Shri Nimishananda, we know the kind of question and answer sessions, kind of questions and what simple answers Puja Guruji has given. It's all common sense. That's what Guruji says, common sense is wisdom. So that state, churukagate brain namdu. Intellect alla churukagate channage. Modde tara iralla. That's what Guruji says. Modde agirbedi. Churukagiri anta. So we have to get there. So that sharpness, that razor sharp intellect we should have. And viveka, that's called viveka. Basically we get into that state of discrimination. All that can happen only with the Guru's grace, because the Guru is that nityam shuddham nirabhasam nirakaram niranjanam nityabodham chidanandam gurum brahma namamyaham. Jai Mata, Jai Gurudev.
63.
Ajoham ajaroham cha anadi nidhana swayam avikaraschidananda ಅಣಿಯಾನ್ ಮಹತೋ ಮಹಾನ್. ಅಹಂ ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ವರ್ಣಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಆ ತತ್ವವು ಅಜರ, ಅಮರ, ಅನಾದಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮೃತ್ಯುರಹಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಿರ್ವಿಕಾರ ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪ, ಅಣುವಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹತ್ವಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ಮಹತ್ತರವಾಗಿದೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಶಿವ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗುರು. Here aham, the word aham is basically to just express the power of the Guru, not in the egoistic sense. And he says that the Guru Tattva is eternal. It has always been there. It has always been there. It has no death. And nirvikara. So basically there is no form or anything like this, but it is always there, and there is no deformity also in this. There is nothing vikara in that. There is nothing which is not good in that. And always eternal. And it can be something as minuscule as an atom, and it can also be something as gigantic as something that you cannot even imagine. So basically it is the unseen hand which has always been there from times immemorial. If we look back even to the Puranic incidences, all divine forms had a guru. Rama had a guru. He had many gurus. Krishna had a guru. All of us, if we just look back, there is a very special place for the guru. It's not the individual. It is that state. It's not even a position. It's a state. So padavi, it's not padavi. It's a one state of being. So that's what it is. So ajara, amara, anadi, that is that state. Always been there. It will continue to be there. That is why sometimes when we are actually having a discussion with Guruji on some spiritual matters, what happens is we tend to get argumentative. When the discussion is not healthy and gets into an argumentative mode, that's when the ego comes into the picture. Sometimes I can recall those instances where Guruji will say, Devi jate guddadbeda. That's where you have to draw the line. We don't know, because what happens is, actually Shastras have very beautifully explained how to argue. So argument, charche, we say, discussion, debates, there is a certain way of doing that. When you do it in certain way, wisdom comes out of that. Basically churning is happening from both sides. But when it becomes egoistic approach, that's when the conflict starts, and you don't get anything except for ego clashes. Some bruises you will get. But here that aham, sometimes that's when Guruji says Devi jate gudartadya. That's when Guruji has to tell that Guruji is one with the Divine Mother, because we would have forgotten, because we operate from the mind, we see from our physical eyes, and we see that Guruji is another person, an individual, a personality. So then we, that we don't know, we lose awareness. So that's why here Shiva is saying that Aham is basically here to tell that the Guru is like this. It's just an expression, but Guru is without ego. In fact, many times devotees don't ask, Guruji will give mantra. We are not like that. Generally we are like that, no? If somebody asks something, I will do. Out of the way, we ourselves don't volunteer. Very few of us volunteer to do things for others. But because the Guru is without ego, the Guru knows what we need, the Guru volunteers to give. So that is how the Guru Shakti works. There are so many ways. In fact, I can also quote one instance from Sharda Mata's life, where she goes to Rameshwaram and she sees the Shivalinga there, and she just very naturally blurts out, "Oh, naan ittidhange ide linga anta." That means she's showing that she's one with Sita, and she made the linga. So it doesn't mean expression of aham or ego there. It's just showing one with that form. So that is what it is. So basically the Guru is always like that. Sometimes to some devotees, to some disciples, depending on their stage of evolution, the Guru will reveal the true state of the Guru. Till then we will think it is the egoistic approach because we operate from ego. But here Lord Shiva in this shloka is saying that the Guru does not operate with ego, because the Guru is an eternal force. It has no vikara, nothing which is, what is the word for English?
Kara is crude.
Nothing crude.
Akara is form.
Yes.
Akara opposite is vikara.
So there is nothing crude in the Guru at all. So that is what is the Guru Shakti, and we have to see that state. In this shloka, more than we becoming like that, we have to see that form, we have to tap that form of the Guru, where we are able to see Guru in that light. Jai Mata, Jai Gurudev. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murtihi Poojamulam Guru Padam. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murtihi Poojamulam Guru Padam. Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Gurureva Jagat Sarvam Sarvam Shri Guru Charanarpanam. Gurureva Jagat Sarvam Sarvam Shri Guru Charanarpanam. Sarvam Shri Guru Nimishanandam Charanaravindam Samarpanam. Sarvam Shri Guru Nimishanandam Charanaravindam Samarpanam. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murtihi Poojamulam Guru Padam. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murtihi Poojamulam Guru Padam. Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Gurureva Jagat Sarvam Sarvam Shri Guru Charanarpanam. Gurureva Jagat Sarvam Sarvam Shri Guru Charanarpanam. Sarvam Shri Guru Nimishanandam Charanaravindam Samarpanam. Sarvam Shri Guru Nimishanandam Charanaravindam Samarpanam.
For more satsangs from Shri Nimishananda Guruji, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button below to get notifications. Like and share the video and spread the divine message.